Hey man, just giving you a quick call. I just wanted to let you know that you are so close, dude. You're so much closer than you think. A lot of these big goals that we've had and these big aspirations, they're right around the corner for you, dude. So you just cannot give up. So stoked for you to see this. P.S. We bought a Lambo. So keep going, bro. We'll talk soon. Peace.
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Bryson. This is the Bryson Everyday Project podcast. This podcast is a little bit different than other ones out there. Here, I only focus on documentation. I don't focus on quality or being professional or being entertaining. If that sounds like something you're interested in, I'd love for you to stick around and give the show a listen. You can also follow me on Instagram at BRQUSE. Thank you so much. Here's the show. Yo, what's going on? Today, I had a Zoom call with Trey, and it went awesome. That guy's a good guy. It was cool. You'll hear that later on. It's an hour and 7 minutes long, so whatever length this show is when you're listening, you can skip to an hour and 7 minutes left if you want to just go to that. But yeah, so we just kind of went over some stuff as far as the financial side of things go with his clients and just kind of getting things organized, moving some clients around. There's a few clients that I just didn't know what to do with, so I wanted to make sure that he came in there and helped me before I started doing anything. So we took care of that. Then we kind of went over the next little bit of projects that we want to work on, which is sales and stuff like that. And then we spent probably the last 30, 40 minutes of the call, over half the call, talking about what I'm doing and talking about what I'm making and how valuable it would be for other coaches. And that was a much needed conversation, I think, in all areas for me. And it makes me realize how much I love this shit, because I could just sit here and talk about it forever. And, you know, I not to be all sad and shit, I do wish I had more people in my life, particularly male friends, that were doing this. So it's up to me to find these friends and network around and do some stuff. I mean, shit, you could say that me as a friend, I mean, we're the same age. So it's so interesting because we are the same age, but I look to him as more of like the authority because he's doing crazy numbers, killing it, you know. So despite us being the same age, it's you know, I don't know, man. It's just interesting. So a lot of self-development to do, to handle, or not to handle, I guess to handle. A lot of things to do as far as just continuing the growth factor and bettering myself, and then networking around, meeting more people, and just expanding the circle. So yeah, it was a great conversation, and anyway, there's so much that happened on that call, so I don't know how to say it now without you. I don't know how to really explain how it went down without you listening to the thing later on. But one thing that I don't know, I'm feeling weird today. This was a weird show. One thing that we talked about was, because he was in on that call with Brian when Brian said that I'm $30 an hour. And it's funny because yesterday I was being a bitch and I'm like, oh, he declared my worth in front of everybody. Now everybody thinks I'm 30. That's so horse shit. This is what he said, dude. And Trey said it on the Zoom call, word for word. He says, hey, this is what he said that Brian said. He said, hey, what the fuck? I just lost my train of thought. Trey said that Brian said, hey, Bryson's awesome. He's helping these coaches, whatever. He's very cheap. He's only $30 an hour. So, you know, definitely take or definitely go and, you know, get yourself some sheets made. I don't know, something like that. But he said, yeah, he's so cheap. He's only $30 an hour. And that's what Trey said that Brian said. And we laughed about it because I was like, dude, he didn't say that, I'm affordable. He said, I'm cheap as hell, you know? And, you know, that's cool, you know, that he didn't say, hey, you know, because he works for PT Dom, you know, he's only 30, so you can do whatever, it's 30. He didn't say that. He just said, yeah, dude, he's so cheap, it's fucking crazy. That's sick. So, pretty cool that we caught that all on recording. I was being a little wee-woo bitch, and now I don't, now I'm like, ooh, my bad. So that's cool. And that will not be a podcast that's uploaded, apparently, because that is MDM, $1 Million Mastermind stuff, and there's no podcast for that. So Yeah. What else is there? Well, there's actually so much. We talked about my whole business idea, and this blew my mind, dude. So we're sitting there talking, and he was like, dude, if you would have, had this whole skeleton of the system mapped out and all ready to go, and you said it was $5,000, I would have paid you $5,000. And when he said those words, I was like, dude, you're not bullshitting. And now maybe he was bullshitting, but I just believe based on the character of this guy that he was not bullshitting and that he's being truthful. Because for someone like him with 180 clients, I don't know how much that is monthly, but we're talking shit, 50, 60, 70,000 a month. What the fuck is $5,000 to that for a full year? Because $50,000 a month is 600,000 a year. So yeah, I've done the math on this before on the show, but if you're making 600,000 a year and I charge you 6,000 for something, that is 1%. If I'm charging less than 6,000, it's less than 1%. And in Trey's words, it's a drip in a pond or a drip in a lake or whatever. Drip in the ocean? I don't know. A drip in a lake of what this thing costs for their yearly salary and how valuable this is. And I like the words that he's using. He's like, you don't want to be building a Google Sheet empire. You want to know where all your numbers are. You want to have everything taken care of, blah, blah, blah. But dude, we just sat there and talked about that for a minute. But I don't know. It just, I don't know. I don't know what the word is, dude. Like, I'm not happy per se. Not that I'm sad, but this doesn't make me happy. It just makes me feel that fulfillment that I just haven't felt in a while. I mean, if you go back and listen to the first 200 episodes of this motherfucker, that's all I talked about. I was like, I want to go to bed. I want to feel fulfilled. I want to do shit. I want to go to bed knowing that I gave it my all. And I just haven't felt that way in a while. This last month, dude, I have felt that way almost, more than half the time. And it's just such a great feeling. Because, for example, I don't know the exact hours of how long I work today, but started doing everything around 8 o'clock. It's closer to 8:30. And I took probably a total of 2 hours off today for eating and played some chess. And I just kind of hung out, just like laid around on my air mattress and just scrolled on social media and didn't feel guilty for doing it. Didn't feel guilty for playing chess. And if that's, if all those hours are true and accurate, then I worked 11 hours today. Or what would that be? Yeah, that'd be 11 hours. Yes, I worked 11 hours today. Am I tired? No. Do I feel good? Yes. Do I feel like I could run a marathon right now? Yes, except I probably wouldn't make it past mile 3. But I just feel great. And I don't know. I feel like now I'm doing what I've always heard of grinding and working all the time and getting stuff done. I feel like everything that I'm doing right now is productive as fuck. Because everything that I'm building right now, well, I'm trying to be strategic about so it's ethical. But everything that I'm building right now is being paid for per coach. But when I make something for Mina, I'm able to save that, put it into the main thing that I'm trying to build. When I build something for Dawson, same thing for Trey. And then I can mix and match and share things with each of them, and then change things around so they are specific to each coach. Now, for example, Trey only does weekly check-ins, so his form looks different than Mina's, which is sometimes weekly, sometimes it's biweekly, sometimes it's monthly, and that just changes the logic of everything. So I have to go in there and change the flow and the funneling of certain information to different databases, and so on and so forth. And so I'm able to, I don't know where I was going with all this, but I'm able to work on this and get paid to work on it. Hold on, this is important. I got to rewind and figure out what the fuck I was going. Got it. So everything that I'm doing right now, I feel like it is productive. I don't feel like there's anything that I'm doing right now where I'm just kind of dicking off, It's like with when I was trying to do fitness coaching, it was like I I would pretend to be productive by making a spreadsheet or something to calculate business expenses of shit that I wasn't even buying. But, if I wanted to buy it, this is what it would cost and what would taxes look like. And none of that shit matters, bro. What matters is me getting a client, and I was doing role plays, and that's always helpful. But if I wasn't getting clients, then, I don't know. I was just, I guess, pretending to be productive. And in some ways I do feel like I was, but I'm just playing a different game right now. The game that I'm playing right now is building a product to then sell. And this thing that I am building, I'm getting paid to build. I have proof of concept. I know people want it. I just had somebody today, they would pay me $5,000 to have that in their business. Now, obviously this guy is a high roller and he's, is further along in his business. But that one sentence, I was like, well, I could make a much simpler, smaller, less feature intense version of all this and sell it to people who are not his level, which is probably a bigger pond of people. But even then, because I even made a little spreadsheet and just to map out the prices for different, what the fuck is this? There's a there's a little fly thing in my house. Where'd it come from? My window's been shut. It's annoying, dude. I haven't seen any bugs in my house at all. I've seen a couple spiders around my door, but they're tiny and they never make it past the steps. That's sick. So W house right here. Anyway, made a spreadsheet, and if we look at it really quick, where the fuck did it go? This one? Yeah, here it is. I just made it go all the way to 500 clients and how much somebody's bringing in month to month if they have 500 clients month to month. And obviously that's, I gotta beat this guy's ass. I gotta beat his ass. I gotta beat this guy's ass. Where you at, buddy? Come here, motherfucker. Where is he? Where are you? Man, dude, this is so annoying. Gotta beat this guy's ass. Okay, whatever. Well, anyway, I know 500 clients is pretty fucking insane. But I just put $150, $200, $250, and then $300 per client, and then I mapped it out all the way down to 500. So the very lowest is 20 clients at $150 a month, which would be $3,000. That would be I don't know. I'm just saying numbers right now. So that's $3,000. That's the lowest. And the highest is $150,000 at 500 clients for $300 a month. I know that's not how it works. I know there's paid in fulls and there's split pays and there's different things. And I'm just doing this to get kind of an idea of the price point, because I was like, well, could I just have 2 tiers or even 3 tiers? One would be for the high end people. The second one would be for the middle people. And then the first one would be for solo. So like people without teams, whatever that looks like. It's hard to really put it into tiers. I know I could do 2 for sure, one for solo people, one for people with teams. But it's like, at what point would you want to invest into this, and how would I separate the prices? Because if I'm saying $5,000 for the big one, I just like, what do I not include in that package to reduce the price and be ethical about it for someone in a lesser position with less clients, no team? So anyway, I was just thinking about that. And yeah, so the whole reason why I even say that is because it just opens up a different pond of people. Because right now I feel like I'm in such a tight niche of people who are absolutely killing it. And I sent this text to Mina. Let's find this real quick. Sent this text to Mina. I said, let's see. Oh, hold on. Where's the motherfucker at? I get him? I don't know if I got him. I sent this text to Mina. I said, comparing this to fitness coaching, I feel like my niche is already so dialed in. Who I'm trying to help is crystal clear. The problem they face is that, in parentheses, they don't have a Bryson, LOL. They aren't good with backend systems or backend tracking stuff. and that they're building Google Sheet empires. They want easy, fast metrics and data and to know what's going on in business and for no clients to fall off. I know how much they make. Probably not going to hop on a call with someone who only has 20 clients. I think what I have is necessary for 20, but who knows? I know to some extent what goes into all of online fitness coaching. I have something others don't and isn't easily copyable. Is that a word? Copyable? Sorry, bro, just brainstorming. Got no friends or family I can talk business with like this, so I need an out. I do feel like I have a few family members that I could chat this up with, but like getting into the specifics of this particular thing, I mean, I guess that's not even a fair thing to say. I mean, to have one particular topic you want to talk about, of course, you're gonna have to find the specific people and the specific niches and stuff like that, but not necessarily a complaint. It's just like, dude, I mean, if I'm really into something, I would like to, just chat about it, like anything, But anyway, so I sent that and it's so true, dude. I have the niche. I have the problem. I have the solution, or I have the problem I'm trying to solve. I have the solution to the problem. I know, with fitness coaching, it was like there was such a screen that was like, hey, are you ready to invest? It's not free. With this, it's like I don't even have to worry about it. I know that the people who are interested in this are making some fucking money and that the pricing thing is just not a big deal. So I just need to price accordingly to really capitalize on this. Well, above all else, I need to make the goddamn product and make it work, make it flawless to the best of my abilities, and then we can talk about all this other stuff. Until then, I don't got shit. Until then, I'll keep building, but until then, I don't have anything. So, yeah, dude, I don't know. So going back to what I was saying, it's like, not that I'm sad, because I'm not, I'm stoked. But this doesn't make me happy. It just makes me feel fulfilled. And that's okay. So we're circling back. Worked 11 hours today, and it was nothing but what I need to be working on. Like, now, everything that I did today was 100% in line with what I need to be doing, which is building this product out, learning more about Notion, figuring out the best ways to do things. And I mean, like, literally, I don't know, 10 minutes before this call, I just learned another thing. I learned another something that's new. And I'm glad that I learned this, because it would have been a pain in the ass. Let's see, what do I do here? Can I just type some shit in? What is this? This page has content? I don't understand. This page has content. What does that even mean, this page has content? Can I hide that shit? This page has content? Yeah, dude, the more shit that I learn about this stuff, about Notion, it's just like, dude, I just need to watch a shit ton of tutorials on Notion, because there's stuff that I'm just missing. And I think it is I can repeat this. Yeah, there's just a lot I need to learn here. I would hate to build something and then learn that I could have made it 100 times better, easier, more efficient, minimal, whatever the case may be. Because now that I just learned this thing, essentially all I just learned was that you can make templates for databases, specifically for each database, and have it auto-populate certain things on command when something is added, meaning I can have summaries and shit. And what's really funny is I was trying to have ChatGPT help me with this stuff. And usually so it'll say, hey, put this here, and I do it. And then I'm like, hey, what the fuck happened? And it's like, oh yeah, sorry. There looks like it's an update. Try this. And I try that. And then it's like, oh, sorry, my bad. That's not even in Notion, as an example, and that happens a lot. But today, when I was trying to have it help me, it didn't back down in that sense. It was just like, no, you have to go here. And I would take a screenshot, and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Word for word. and it says, you're close. Click this. And I'm like, dude, that doesn't exist. And it's like, oh, see, I see. They probably moved it. Go here. Go there. It's not there. It just kept going and going and going. And that's, I guess, just with pattern recognition, I was like, okay, well, it's not being a little bitch. So it's probably onto something. I'm probably missing it. So I'm going to keep going. So 387,000 billion exchanges later with Gabriel P. Thomas, I finally figured out how to do this. So I can summarize and show totals and all this stuff. And I think this is cool. Now, I don't know how to, there's like, for example, I can make it add stuff, don't know how to make it remove. So that's a problem. Wait, so if I delete this, does it? Figured it out. Yeah, so there's just so much shit that I just don't know about. So you can just make, I guess, let me rewind. What I need to do, I need to prioritize. I need to go to, let's just do this real quick. I'm going to go to YouTube. And we're going to go to Advanced Notion Tutorial. Notion Training Advanced, 13-minute video. So if I click
to our advanced demo, we'll go into detail about how to use databases in Notion, what they are, how to build them.
We need people making these tutorials that don't sound like that, bro. We need, like, straight up, I'm tooting my own horn. We need people in here that's like, what's up, motherfuckers? We're going to get this going. We're going to jump right in. If you're here because you want people to, talk right and you can understand them or not understand them. I don't know where I was going with that, but anyway, let's get the fuck into the show. All right, so first thing, open up a goddamn date. We need that. And if that means only half the people listen to it because people are offended, then so be it. But dude, what is this? Listen.
Customize them and the wide variety of workflows you can create with them.
Too long of a pause.
I'll show you what databases look like in Notion.
Okay. If this is advanced, showing me what a database looks like is not advanced. This is 13 minutes. I'm not going to watch the whole thing. Well, I am, but let's just go through this.
And how to create one from scratch. A database is a type of page that helps you to store information in a structured
If this is advanced, do you think I don't know this? This is basic shit.
and accessible way.
All right, fuck this. Let's skip ahead. What's this?
Give your new view a name, hover over the Group By section of your board, and say Group By Status.
Grouping is not advanced.
This view only displaying projects where you are the product manager.
Wait, hold on. This is new. What is this?
It's Epic.
Don't say epic. How to filter. Type. I know how to filter. It's not advanced.
Or a list
Dude,
view.
fucking filters are on Amazon, on Walmart, Target. It's a filter, bro.
Only displaying projects where you are the product manager.
No shit.
Icon to the right.
Okay, this is templates. Okay, let's see this.
Window to automatically save and close it. Now, next time there's a bug to report, you can simply go back to that down arrow menu on the New button and click Bug Report. A new page will appear in your database, and when you open it, you'll have that format ready to go, including the properties added to the template.
See, this right here is what I just learned. So this 13-minute video, despite it being 13 minutes, would have taught me something. So trying to keep that frame of mind, but let's see what else.
What's more, you can...
What's more? What's more? I actually do say that sometimes. What's more is that blah, blah, blah. Don't say it with a... I'm an asshole, bro.
You can rename this column Items. What's more, you can access pages
What's more?
in the other database this way. If you're in the customer's database, just click on any of these items to open the corresponding pages. There's no need to go to the other.
This is how my brain works. This video was made 4 years ago. I just automatically want to just throw that in the garbage bin because it's 4 years ago. Notion has probably made 100 updates, micro updates in 4 years. I feel like what I'm going to learn here is just not the best use of time. It might even confuse me because I actually just saw something here that is not.
Here the instant you connected these databases. You can rename this.
All right, we went on too much. But I'm already seeing shit that it's just not how it is. This is 4 years ago. So it's not new. It's old. So it's like, I don't even want to consider, got to find some newer shit, you know? Lotion. That's what we're calling this, bro. I was on Notion database. Notion was hard until I learned these 8 tips. What is this?
All you wanted was to add a column while planning your next sprint. Maybe it's time to move to Monday Dev. Here are 5 Monday Dev features.
I'm
Today,
good.
We're skipping past the overwhelming world of Notion features, and instead, I'll share 8 specific use cases from my daily workflow that you can implement immediately. Let's get started.
Okay, that was cool until they said, let's get started. Just fucking go, bro.
To use one Notion page, and if I scroll down here, you'll see that I've added toggles to create what I call a notes thread. For each toggle, there's the date of the meeting/chat and a meaningful name that reminds me of the context of that meeting. This is the first chat with, this is simply notes. Divide on this page, we can press Command or Control F.
All right.
Notes thread page. Standing action items and questions take a longer time to resolve. For example, when can we expect the software update to be?
I need automation, my boy.
I recommend using the year, quarter, topic naming convention, year, month, October. So you can see but my mass project and template I talked about earlier right away.
Notion
and you can let me
toolkit.
know in the comments what other templates you want me to create. Moving on to a slightly, so obviously I'm never going to be doing work in this page. I mean, it's a mess and it lags even when I scroll down, right? But
Right.
on my command center page, where I spend the majority of my day, within my tasks view, you'll see that the source is the task database I just showed. And I simply filter.
Oh, dude, I just need to watch from start to finish one of these videos and really just see. There is, I don't know what the hell it's called. It's just, like, for example, if you're watching a tutorial on how to, I don't know, do something on Microsoft Word, you might be trying to figure out how to import a photo, but in the video, they show you a keystroke to open up a different panel to do something that you didn't know, which is probably more helpful for you in the long run than learning how to implement or insert a photo. Whatever that is, just like learning something indirect. Oh, that motherfucker's here. Dude, just fuck off, bro. I don't know where he is. But it's just learning something indirectly. I guess indirectly learning something when you're trying to learn something else. Those things are oftentimes more valuable than the thing that you're actually trying to figure out how to do or learn. So I'm being a harsh piece of shit with this stuff. Dude, I just get so annoyed. Dude, I'll click on a podcast, and if I just, dude, I don't know. For me personally, if I can't listen to you, then I don't care how smart you are. I don't care how much value you have. I don't have to, so I won't. And those are words that I definitely will eat in the future. They'll probably come back to haunt me. But dude, it's so hard. So anyway, what's more is that we're watching a video. And this, dude, fuck off with that. I'm good. We got to break the stigma on these tutorials and these videos, and I don't know. Just, I don't know. All good. So anyway, I'm being harsh, and there's probably a lot I can learn here. And, obviously if I think I know everything, then I will not learn anything, fully aware. But I just need to sit down and actually watch it. So I it's 13 minutes long. I should just spend like 30 minutes and go through a couple of videos and see if I can extract anything out there, and, especially before I continue on with this stuff, because I just learned how to do something else, so shit, if I have a button that adds a new page, which template does it go with, Wait, it's broken. New template. Wait, no, it's not. This is the template. New template. Fuck it. Why? Wait, what is this repeat thing? I don't understand. Repeat every day? Why would I want to repeat every day? Let's see. Why would I want to repeat? Sweet, it works. Thanks so much. So why would I want to use the repeat feature in the template for a new page in a database? Explain. I could do as it relates to what I'm trying to build. Okay, daily lead review page. Auto-generate a page every morning titled Leads June 18th, etc. Inside, filtered linked views of leads added that day. Follow-up tasks, DMs to send. Keeps your pipeline fresh and time-blocked. Auto-create a week of June 17th page every Monday. Sections for total combos. See, whatever it's saying, don't know what the fuck it's talking about. Every Friday, spawn a page for reviewing closed calls. I don't understand. So how the hell is this? Every night it's going to make this same page. I don't understand. Repeat? What are you talking about, bro? What if I put a database inside this? How does it auto? I don't know, dude. This shit's weird. See, I got a lot to learn. Don't know what the fuck it's talking about. But anyway, is this even recording still? Yeah, we're good. All right. Well, little segue there. Yeah, I'm feeling good about everything. Feeling excited. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to say. I feel extremely grateful that nobody listens to this podcast. And when I say nobody, I mean like less than, what's the average? Let's check. I'm grateful that people listen to the show. However, with me being so goddamn open about everything that I'm trying to build and everything on the back end and what things do, all that stuff, being so open about like the whole plan. Very grateful that I don't have a lot of listeners because I probably couldn't talk about it for the paranoia and the fear that somebody might take that idea, beat me to it, and then there I go. But even then, I feel like I'm in such a unique position that I would still be able to capitalize. Now, where the fuck? So on average, I have, let's see, 12. So in 16, so I've been podcasting for 16. Well, I've been podcasting so I've been podcasting for 20 months now. It's only been live on it's only been on, it's only been public for 17. So if I take 17, can I not, give me an average, why do I have to do this myself? Stats, episodes. Nope. Okay. Whatever. Fuck me then. So December 29th, 2023 to June 19th, 2025. Siri, how many days ago was December 29th, 2023?
It was 537 days ago.
Preesh. All right, I'll go fuck myself. 537. So divided by, 6,937, or almost 7,000, divided by 537. It's an average of, if you round up, an average of 13 at 12.918. 13 streams a day. And I think I feel confident that I know who 3 of those people are. So we got 10 randos per day that listen to this. The likelihood that they are a master at Notion, they know everything about the fitness coaching space, where the high roll, just the odds of that, I feel like are just so fucking microscopically low that I just don't have anything to worry about. So going back to what I was saying, I'm grateful that I have people listen to the show, period. However, also glad that not a lot of people listen to the show in respect to this, because that's great. I'm trying to have somebody take this idea because I feel so good about this, and oh man, dude, it's so fucking crazy just how true that quote is from Alex Mosey yesterday. Maybe I'm taking it out of context to fit my scenario or my situation, but to say that it happened slower than you expect and then faster than you can imagine, yeah. The last 8 years, dude, nothing's happened. And now all of a sudden, like I might make $300,000 this year. I mean, that's far-fetched. But you know what I mean? Like if I sold 10 people this year, it's 50 grand. In the back half of this year, like 10 people, that's it. 10 people. I've already got 3. Dude, I got 3 by saying, hey, is anybody interested? And they said, yep, me. And I said, cool, sick. That's how I got 3. It was my first. That's insane, bro. Probably will have more depending on how I can get this sorted and looking nice. It's nuts, dude. Slower than you expected, faster than you can imagine. I don't know, man. I don't feel like it's been slower than I expect, but it's just time flies, bro. I think this podcast now is just fucking sick because we got, I said this pretty recently, but we got the pre-workout idea, designing all that. And then I was like, I need money to make the pre-workout. And I was like, I can be a fitness coach again. That's money. And then I started doing that and I was like, what the fuck is this? This is horse shit. I don't want to do this. And then I stopped doing that. Now I'm pivoting into this. And every single day I'm just so fucking stoked. I don't really have a morning routine. I wake up and within the first 5 minutes of me getting out of bed, I'm at my laptop and I'm clocked in. And I like that. Would I like to go and run and then come back home and read and then shower and all that? Like, I'm sure that would be nice. And I'm sure it's a great way to start my day. But I'll tell you what, dude, another good way to start my day is to just get right to work. And I don't know. I like that. Today I ate twice. I drank half a gallon of water. And I played maybe 10 chess games. Watched like 20 minutes of the Alex Hormozi and Chris Williamson podcast just came out. It's 4 hours long. So what the fuck I'm talking about. And today was a perfect day. Excellent day. I didn't have to be like, I got to actually take an ice bath. I actually got to read 13 and a half pages of this. And then I got to meditate. And then I got to stretch. And then now I should do a lot of those things. I should read. I should stretch. I should. As far as business goes, dude, and working, fucking surreal day. If every day if for the next 6 months, every day was like today, dude, I have no doubt that I could buy a Lambo. Like, I'm so goddamn confident that if every day was like today, so I just need to recreate today as much as I can. Except for the fact that I didn't go to the gym today. So definitely got to include that. I should be stretching. I should be doing that stuff. And anyway, so yeah, honestly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap the show up and then I'm going to get ready for bed. I'm going to sit in bed. I'm going to watch some Notion shit and I'm going to try to learn some stuff. And I'm not going to be so hypocritical. Why is it hypo? I'm not going to be hypercritical. Hypocritical. I'm not going to be so hypercritical of people explaining the shit because they're doing me a service for free. I don't pay for it. I just got to watch an ad about Burger King or something like that. So, dude, you know what I'm really over? I'm really over when I look up something. Like the other day I was looking up car insurance. And now all my ads are about car insurance. Dude, it's just annoying, bro. I understand why. It's very strategic. It's smart. I get it. However, it's so annoying, dude. Like, just show me ads of random shit. Show me fidget spinner ad. Like, just, I understand that you can't do that from a business perspective. I know it's not, you're wasting money. I understand. But holy shit, bro. I don't want to type in best gaming chair and then all my ads just be about gaming chair. I just, if I want to see it, I'll look it up, bro. Oh my hell, Like, it's cool, bro. Like, I understand. And in some ways I support it, but oh my, it's just like, can I just not look at, I don't know. I'm done. All good. So anyway, that's the show. So now what I'm going to do, or I guess what, you've been listening, I'm going to put in the Zoom call now. So here is the Zoom call with Trey. It went so well. He's a very good guy. And yeah, so appreciate you guys listening. Here's the show. Peace.
Recording in progress.
Yo, what's up, man?
What's going on, man?
I'm cooked, bro. How was your day?
It's going good. I'm actually having a killer day today, yeah.
Heck yeah, bro. That's what I'm talking about, man.
Yeah, you had all those 10 calls today, right?
Yeah, we had 2 camps, so we had 8. We ended up having 8. I had my closer that I'm training take 1. She completely blew it.
Oh, man.
It's all good. It takes reps, and then 3 no's, and then, yeah, just sailed 4 back to back to back. So
yeah. Is that an Arate hat?
Dude, no. It's a freaking... Okay. Place. Down. You know better than that, dude. No, dude, I literally was scrolling through Instagram the other day, and this ad popped up, said, these are the best hats you'll ever wear, bro.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, well, I'm a hat guy, and I kid you not, this is the best freaking hat I've ever put on, bro.
What brand is that?
What brand? Dude, I don't even freaking know, dude. That's how good the ad was. I was just like, let me buy this thing.
Oh, wow.
Do you know? I got to tell you, because this is important. This is really, really important.
Well, do you know Andy Frisella?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Do you know what the Arate Syndicate logo looks like?
100%.
Yeah, that's the same exact logo.
I didn't realize that, honestly.
Or I guess... Huh.
Dude, I don't even freaking...
You just buy Andy's hat, huh? That's why it's so nice.
I don't know, dude, but this is the dopest hat ever. It's like literally... I don't even know what freaking brand this is. I don't know, bro.
That's some good sales right there, or good marketing.
AUG is the name of it. AUG 11, whatever that is, but it definitely is like the best fitting hat on the entire planet. Anyway, now that we got that out of the way, couple of things, dude, that I'm curious about. So, number one, these clients that you say you need that are messed up. Can we look at those?
Yeah. Yep. Let me pull it up.
All right. Don't want to get that straight.
Dude, my brain is kind of scrambled eggs. I'm trying to figure out. I've got 20 different loose ends, which is no good. So I'm trying to get organized. So with these, here, let me see. You want me to share my screen with these ones?
Yeah, that'll work. Do that.
Okay. 2. There we go.
Yep.
All right. So with these ones, let's see. I think they're just, some of them were missing. Something was missing on them. That's why I didn't transfer them over. I'm just going to show all. Here, let me actually do this. I'm going to duplicate this. Start date. So these either didn't have a paid in full or they didn't have a package. Let's see here.
So anybody that says family free, any of our family members train for free. I don't know if you want to see where it says family
Oh, yeah. Okay, that's good to know. Family free.
PIF PT. So that's an actual personal training client in person. So we don't even need to, after this year, the gym, we don't even really need to worry about them.
Okay, here, let me freeze this real quick so we can see.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, so Jeff Russell, he can be removed, that personal training client, like, because he's gonna be done with him at the end of the year.
And we just delete him.
Or you just, I just wanted everything to work right, so you can just put him as inactive, I guess. And
I see. Okay.
And then who's you're saying Tim Radford doesn't have what? What does he not have?
Let's see. Okay. Some of these, so I was going through and filtering them out. Like I did all the online first, and then I did all the gym. Wonder why I didn't do this one. Okay, so I'll do this one. Let's see if I check this off. I'm just gonna check this off so I know which ones I can move.
Okay, that's what I wanted to do today. Steve Reeves, it's a PIF. I might have made a typo there because he did a 1,500 okay. pull. He should be good too. I don't think there's anything missing in him.
Okay, cool. Sharon
Bice, same thing for her, I believe. She should be good.
Dude, I'm sorry. When I was looking at these earlier, there was something like I made a filter and I was like, okay, I'm not going to touch those. Can't remember what it was.
Yeah, I was
though.
just confused because I was looking at them. I was like, I don't really know what's missing now. The family free, like Sarah McDowell, that's my head coach's wife. Obviously, she's trains for free, so she can honestly be deleted because she's obviously never going to have a payment profile or anything in the system.
This one here?
Yeah.
Just delete her, you sure?
Yeah, we don't even need her in here.
Okay,
yeah.
Gone.
Sandy Radford should be good.
Is that a PIF?
Ray Carter's a PIF.
So Ray, Patty, and Michelle probably all PIFs and probably good to go.
Yep.
Okay, I think I know how this. I think I see the pattern. It's the bigger number that's a PIF, and then these are probably splits. Well, shoot. Okay, Melanie.
She was actually a free client that won a challenge, dude. Like, put her as inactive. Yeah, she's never even paid anything.
Okay. Mark.
PIF.
Let me do this.
Maybe that's why, because I didn't put the freaking package in there, the PIF for month to month.
Yeah, I think this is at the start, because now that I've been in here, dude, because I've been doing so much, so I think I understand how it works now. But
okay.
So that's done. Okay, Lee is expired, so his end date. Here, I'm gonna freeze it right here. So Lee's end date is. He doesn't have an end date. I think that's why I didn't move him.
He should have a start date there, right?
Yeah, the start date is. Let me put that right here for the time being. Hold on. They actually just updated Notion, and there's quite a bit of bugs. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's go back here. Okay, so the start date for Lee is the 31st of March. It's paid in full.
Yeah, Lee, he's already re-signed. So he's already did one renewal.
He's already done a renewal. Okay, let me.
And Erica, yeah, his wife.
So I have a renewal thing. I'll have to show you that. I don't know if you watched those videos yet, but.
Yeah, I did, but like I wanted to get this squared away more than anything first. Like.
Yeah. Okay, so he's number one. Is his first renewal?
Yeah, he's renewal 1.
Okay. I'm going to freeze it here then. Okay, cool. Got him. Then we got Laura.
I don't know what she's missing, but it looks like she got everything.
Oh, just no end date.
So is that not going to auto-populate from 6 months? Or?
No, it should when you fill out the form, but then when you renew, you'll have to... So the reason why... So this is just copied and pasted from your form, right? So if it didn't have an end date already, then we just copied pasted. So after, like, once we get these taken care of, it should auto-populate 6 months every time.
Okay, so she'll be 6 months. She did a 6-month PIF, so Laura will be whatever 6 months from May.
Oh, wait, Laura, shoot. So that's November.
I have no freaking idea.
Yeah, there we go.
Kim Cope is gym, month to month, 196.
Month to month.
Actually, she's 175. She has spouse discount, 175.
Okay, cool. Kim Cope.
Yeah.
Do you know any details about where she lives by chance? That's a weird question. Huh?
Where she lives?
Yeah, weird question. I just used to do, I used to work with kids, and the Cope just rings a bell.
Yeah, she lives like 20 minutes from me in North Carolina.
Never mind then. Okay, so Kim Cope, month to month. So she expired. So did she renew then?
She shouldn't be expired. She's just on a monthly reoccurring. I don't know why it's saying expired.
Oh, because there's this. Oh, yeah. Okay, so she's just indefinitely month to month then.
Yeah, she's just month to month. Yeah, until she quits. Until I close the gym down.
Okay. Kelly. That one's just missing a package.
You can move her to inactive. She's going through a hard time and has been, and I'm letting her train for free. I'm too freaking nice.
Oh, nice. Okay. I don't know. This one?
Joas, he just needs a year end date, it looks like. So whatever, a year from... so he's renewed twice. So just put, he's a gym client. So his end date will be the end of this year. So the last month of this year.
Okay, got that one.
Bro, if this company ripped off Andy Frisella, I kind of feel some type of way about the hat now. I'm not gonna lie.
No, I was looking at AUG 11 or AUG 11. That's a whole. Yeah, it's AUG 11. So I guess that's the brand name. I don't know. Doesn't look like it though. That's such a similar logo, dude. That A just has a little in the middle, a little arm. Yeah. That's it.
Joas, yeah, so he's good. Emma Hussey, she did like a weird class pack, dude. She doesn't really have an end date, but she's a gym member.
Jessica?
What about her?
Wait, which one? Sorry, what are we looking at?
Looking at the one that doesn't have data, Emma Hussey. The other ones are good, it looks like.
Oh, yep. Okay, cool.
She doesn't really have an end date, so she's good.
Okay.
Jesse Fry. So he did, when he signed up with me, he did a 12-week paid in full for $750, and then he renewed at monthly.
You're looking at Jesse right here?
Yep.
So he's monthly now?
Yeah, so he did a paid in full for $750, and then he renewed monthly at the end of his 12 weeks. So he's just on a month-to-month now.
Okay, so he is renewed, and now he is monthly?
Yep.
Okay.
300.
Okay, this is all... Okay, it's already there. Okay, I'm trying to figure this out, dude. I just want to make sure that I don't screw with any data, but I don't want to...
Oh, that's the second side of it, ain't it?
Well, I just made it so I could see everything, because this is
I got you. Okay. Got it.
Let's see. Oh, man. Hold on. I think I had a button that moved it as we went along. Where is it? There should be a button. Oh, it's this button here. Shoot, dude. Okay. All good. I'll just keep going.
So where are we at now? We got Emma. She's good. She's just on some kind of weird package. Cressa Fryer. She's a monthly. She just had a hardship happen. I gave her a month free. So I don't know what data you need there, but
okay. I'm just gonna put 6 months after here.
Cool.
Guess that's November 22nd. Okay. Sounds good.
Beth Ford was a renewal. She did a month-to-month to start, and then she did a 6 month paid in full.
So now she's 6 months paid in full?
Yeah, but I'm curious, is this data right as far as, is this the only data we have on Beth Ford?
Yeah, this is all just from the copy paste of that spreadsheet.
I want to make sure that's right, because my check-in tracker. Beth Ford. So my client check-in tracker, that's not all the data. So she started with us at 224.
Yeah.
25. She did 1 month, and then she re-signed on 3/24/25 for a 6 month.
Okay, I'm just going to duplicate here. Okay, so February 24th through September 24th?
No. February, just 1 month. So February 24th through March 24th, she did a monthly, just 1 month, and then she loved it so much she did a 6 month paid in full after that.
March 24th.
So our end date is 6 months from March 24th, and her price was $13.50 for her PIF.
Okay, so this needs to be March. So March is, yeah, that's right, September. And then it's a PIF?
Yep, at $13.50.
Right on. So that would be 0 then. That's then renewed. Okay, cool.
So question for you, why does Lee Jones only have 1 there and Beth has 2?
Lee Jones.
And he's renewal. And why does Joas and Jesse only have 1 and Beth has 2 of them?
So what I was going to do is, so the way I'd have to create a whole new button to transfer it real quick. This is never going to happen again just because we just have to transfer it. And I want to make sure that it's like a computer does it instead of manual entry. That way no one can screw anything up. And I was going to put in the normal one first and then click the button for the renewal. So that way it goes in as it should.
Okay. All right, I'm just making sure I'm following along.
Yeah.
Angie Ward, she's on hold right now. She's having surgery.
Okay.
And then Amber Wrinkle is a month to month. With no end date.
Okay. These ones that don't have end dates, are you cool if I just put 6 months after or just 6 months from today? Because the end date is just, it makes everything just flow the way it should. And if if you don't need to worry about if there's actually no end date, you can just like move it along as you go. Like you just click a button. I can show you that. But
My concern is January, February, March. I don't think Lee's, I need to make sure his stuff's right because the spreadsheet has both renewals and I'm not seeing it in there. So
okay, we can put both of them in there.
He started with us 3/31/25 and he did a 6 month paid in full.
Okay.
And then literally on let's see. I screwed that up, dude. Tag, I'm like, dude. That's why I can't wait to get this freaking done. Or everything ready to rock and roll. So I can't do. Oh, Lee Jones, where you at, bro? What the heck?
Are you waiting for me?
No. I'm trying to find his Stripe account. Here we go. Dude. Oh, yeah.
Can you still see my screen? I just turned off my other monitor. I don't know if it screwed anything up.
I don't know. I'm looking at my Stripe dashboard right this second.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, he did the 22nd. Crap, I got to figure that out. Why is his second payment not in there? Erica. Oh, dude, I'm retarded. Yeah, just put in 12 months from that first PIF because he did another 6 month PIF, so it'll just be 12 months from that date.
For Lee?
Yeah, so maybe we could do like renewal if you need 6 months in there, like March 31st plus 6 months would be his first one, and then the second would be whatever that second date is to 6 more months. My freaking eyeballs feel like they're gonna burn out of my eyes right now.
So it's 6 months from. So this first one was 6 months. The second one was also 6 months, or what is that?
Yeah.
What?
He just paid early. He did an early renewal.
Oh, okay. I was like, that's way. Okay, so October, November, December, January, February, March. Okay, that's 6 months. So this would be renewal number 1. Wait, 100.
What does that say? Day
Current day. Oh, that's just because it's in the future. So that would be. Well, he wouldn't be. I mean, his start date would be. That's an early renewal, right? So it's thinking that he started on September 30th of this year. That's right? You said early renewal. He hasn't. Like he renewed already for the future.
Yeah.
Okay. So that'll correct itself. And what was the deal with Kim Cope?
She's just a monthly gym client.
Okay. So should I put that at the very end of this year then?
Yeah, do that. That'll be better. Yeah, because
same thing
hopefully some clients are going to come online with us, but there's probably a lot of them that's not.
Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing for Emma. She's
Okay.
Jim.
Yeah.
So that's good. That's good. Oh, and then Angie's on hold.
Mm-hmm.
She's the gym as well. So, and the same with Amber.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, that's everything then.
Sick.
Yeah, so what I'll do, it's just, dude, it's just, honestly, it's just a pain in the ass trying to transfer it after it's been copied and pasted. But once it's like in the system, it's just all a breeze. Like you click button, automation, you know? It's just that this came from a spreadsheet, so it's not part of everything from the start, you know? Like you didn't fill out a form for these. So, yeah, I'll make a button and get these transferred over. It's just much easier that way. Like I'll just have to go program a button, but it's all good. And I'll get those in there. So, Cressa and Angie are going to stay on hold, though.
Say what?
Cressa and then Angie, they're going to stay on hold?
Yep.
Okay. All right, cool. That's done.
Show me where all the like client forms are going and what that looks like, please. So like today we did the new client forms. And
Oh, yeah.
Let's look at that.
Okay, so the forms. Dude, it was funny because I was in here working and I would get like a little refresh every time you submitted one. And I'm like, oh, another sale. You know, it's pretty cool. So did you come in here to do it or did you do it from your phone or something else?
So I let my closer do it. So I made the link to anybody. So because she's not in the system yet. Because
Yep.
I mean, she's actually got to officially start closing people before I let her in our system.
Yeah. Well, I saw it said anonymous and I'm like, I probably clicked the other link. But yeah, so everything went through here. This is the sales one, you know, so every sale information, that's good. Then the other form, that's all in these responses and we can sort that later. But yeah, they're all here. All these clients, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So does this attach to their profile when they sign up?
Yeah, I can make it do that. So what would happen is when you submit the form, so some of these you didn't make the sale, or whoever didn't make the sale, right?
Yep.
So I would have to make some kind of lead database for it to attach to that if they don't make the sale, and then attach to the actual profile if they did make the sale. Does that make sense?
Yeah, for sure. Is there a way that like on that the first form, if you just put, hey, sold, and you just click yes or no, would that help you send it to a certain place? You know what I'm saying?
With this form here?
But the first form.
Well, if it's in here, it's sold. If it's not in here, it wouldn't be sold. Are you saying for this, like if it's sold or not?
No. I was saying for you to get that data to attach to their profile. I was just, if you, like at the end of the new client form, if we just put sold, yes or no, I didn't know if that would help you. And we just click no, and then it would automatically send it somewhere if you program.
Oh, dude. That's actually pretty smart. So hold on. Let me write that down. So at the very end, yes or no?
Yeah, and then, because either way, we're going to have to fill that next form out either way. But that would just be to help you. Like, it would be like, all right, no, and then you could program it to automatically go to like no sale, yes or something. I don't know.
Yeah. So wait, so this is, well, this form you'd only fill out if you did make the sale, though. Because this is
the first form. The actual, when I say first form, I mean in the sales process.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, we're good now. I'm on the same page as you. Okay. So yes or no for yeah, that would. Because if it's yes, it would. I could make it. Let's see. So I'd have a thing here. It was like if you did sell, so I'd say yes. Mm-hmm. It would add a page to somewhere. So add page. Yeah. That's a good idea. I'll add that right now.
Okay. Next thing, man, on that form.
Sorry, one sec.
You're good. Go ahead and do your thing.
Okay. Yes or no?
I also need added to these forms what closer.
Oh, it's automatic. So when you submit something, it'll say. So for example, it'll say who submitted it, but because it's
Okay.
So like
she's on the software. It'll say Sam.
Yeah. So you submitted these, so it tells me that you submitted it. So if I were to go and do something really quick, I'm not going to do that one. Hold on. If I were to go and do this one,
yeah, it would attach your name to it.
Yeah. So I'm just going to put one thing in here. Yeah, that's it. So submitted. Now if I go back. So I turned off my other monitors, so now my mouse is like going sideways through the monitors. Okay, so oh no, cause we gotta fix it, dude. We gotta go.
It's because I made the link available to anybody. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll just leave it that way, but that's exactly what would happen. So if we made this to just us, then it would show. For me, since I just clicked that, it'd be Bryson. So
yeah,
leave that. But
whenever I get her up to speed all the way, that'll work.
Okay.
For the form too, can we take out on the actual sales form, like when we sell a client, like just delete the there's like a notes section on that page, but since now we're doing that first form, I just want to get that out of the way.
Oh, this one here. Yep. So just delete it. Any notes for this client?
Delete question.
Okay.
And you can leave the other two. We've just been leaving them blank. The time zone and location. Scroll down a little bit, please. And delete the... keep going. Should be at the very bottom. Right now we only do weekly check-ins. We don't have any monthly or bi-weekly. So do you just delete those? I guess you can delete the whole question at the end of the day.
Okay. You said it's only weekly?
Yeah, we don't do any other type of check-in. Like, we don't do any other type of coaching.
Okay. Let me see something real quick. I want to make sure I don't screw anything up. Okay, we're good. I think it's Dawson. I've got a similar form, and this is like the king, because like which one he clicks depends on which one it funnels into. So I just want to make sure I didn't break that. I'm going to leave this here, though, because you do need to select bi-weekly, so you just click that and then...
We only have weekly, so...
Oh, only weekly.
Yeah.
Click the wrong one. Okay, there we go. I know it seems kind of silly having this just to select it, but this just makes everything else easier later on. Oh, if you only have weekly, then I guess... Okay, I understand. I'm sorry, dude. Okay.
Okay, and so now once you get all the the thing that we worked on when we first started, you're gonna have all the financials and stuff will be actually fully up to date, correct?
Yeah. Yep.
Right,
I'm in the middle of reworking it right now. I can show you what I did, but yeah, have you saw all this stuff yet? But
yeah, I was just kind of waiting to look at all that stuff until we got those other clients organized, so I could actually get a full view on it.
Yeah, of course, dude. That'll be done like the next couple hours for sure. So
okay, and then we'll knock that out, and then realistically, I guess the next step is the kind of the monster, the leads and sales, like the leads,
the sales stuff.
Yeah. For the hours thing, could you go to that for me?
Yeah, there we go.
So, like, if I want to add an employee here, like, what does that look like? Like, walk me through this.
So what the employee would need to do is, so we can make them a custom dashboard depending on what they need, or you can just so you would make this private for you only, and then we would make this right here public for them. All they do is they come in here and they click clock in, let's go, they'll get a shift that's clocked in, and then when they're done working, they just clock out. That's all they do. And then it'll come into this thing for you. So the date is the 18th at 5:30 for me. So 18th. So it's this one right here. So obviously this is 0 hours, but if it was, if it was like 7 hour shift or whatever, this is everybody's shift for like of all time. So what you would do is you would come in here. I would do it for you, but you would come in here and we'd filter it to show only that employee. So if it's Bob, then we would make it say only Bob, and you would see Bob's hours right here.
Okay.
And
so do they need to have profiles in Notion to put them in there, like before we do that?
Yeah, so they would have to be, they'd have to be part of the workspace. So that's another spot. So I think that's like another $12 or $24. Are you doing monthly, or are you doing paid in full for the year?
I just started with like the monthly, but I could do a paid in full.
Well, I think we're on that trial still.
Is that like my VAs, man? They just message me on WhatsApp when they clock in and out. I don't know if I'm gonna freaking. Well, they'll have to be in there anyway for the sales and leads tracker. Yeah, so it'll all work out.
Okay, made it a little fancy so you can track hours per person over time. So right here, so you can see the total amount of hours worked per day, and you click on it, it'll tell you who worked that day and how many minutes. Looks like I worked 24 hours that day. Same with the weekly and monthly, so you can see monthly between all employees. You got 66 hours in June, whatever. And then how many employees do you have right now?
I have 2 VAs, 2 coaches, there's 4. I have a closer, it's 5. Obviously you, 6. I think that's it.
Okay, cool. So what you would do when you're doing payroll and stuff, you just come and hover your mouse over here and it'll tell you the hours for everybody for the whole week. So you just look at that and you got all the hours.
Sick. Yeah, that'd be nice.
So yeah, that's it, dude. We got rooms for 11 people. We can do a lot more, but just, I just did little colored square emojis for organization. But yeah, there's also a video on how to use it if you need.
Okay. Perfect. That's cool. Next thing, so the next 2 things, project-wise, obviously finish what you're doing now, and then obviously the CRM and the leads tracker. I want all that inside of here, so that way, literally, my entire team just comes to Notion.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing, and then as the owner, that I can come in here and see it super simply. That, and I would love to. So for the client financials, I don't want that public to everybody.
Okay, we can make that private.
Okay.
Well, let's see. I think it would have to be, we'll make it private, and then nobody else can see it. Yeah, 100%.
But the only thing that I do need is in the master log for my coaches to be able to see if it's a monthly client. I need them to be able to see when their membership expires. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay, that's in the master log. Yeah, you're good here.
And there's no financial data in there?
No, there won't be.
Okay. Are
you going to be the one that's renewing people, though?
No, so my plan is to get my head coach to do all that.
And is it okay if he sees financials or no?
It is, but I would rather it just be me, honestly.
Well, better question. So are they going to know for that specific client, what their renewal is? So, if I'm renewing Bob today for a paid in full of $1,500, they'll know that, right?
Yeah, well, he would have to know, actually, because I wouldn't want to go log the data in behind him. So,
yeah. Okay, because that's how this is set up. So you just put in, if I'm going to go renew somebody, we'll just say Lisa. So I come in here, looks like they're paid in full. They're going to renew whatever day, I fill this out, or your coach would fill it out, and then they click this button, and then it resigns them. But they can't see the totals and all that stuff. It would just go to, that private view.
Okay.
So that's how it works.
Yeah, that works. No big deal there. So that would be the next step, would be the leads tracker. Like I said, I like the Google Sheet we have that you built for us.
Yeah, and I built.
I like that thing. I really like the leads tracker specifically. If we just copy all that data. But I do like the way it's set up, having the sales tracker. I think once you start building the framework of all of it in Notion, man, you can go back and forth and
Yeah, of course.
get everything dialed in. I don't want to sit here and speak things that we ain't even started on yet. I just want to kind of give you direction on where I need you to put your efforts towards.
Yeah, of course.
And then on top of that, I don't know if you would take note, I would love to, in Notion, if you could just build a private tab just for like business financials, like budget financials, like, hey, this is what rent, or this is what, obviously it's in right now, this is rent, this is employee pay. And that way I can see a total of like, all right, this is what we brought in this month. This is exactly all of our expenses that went out this month.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm writing it down.
And then like so I can see profit margins and all that stuff. Because I'll be honest, I don't even look at that stuff, dude.
Yeah.
Just cranking work.
Yeah, cool. So just to recap, the sales and leads thing, you want me to just model that spreadsheet? Just kind of.
Yeah, like I like it. I think it's dope. I mean, besides the stuff I don't use on it, I mean, like that one page I don't even touch. But just like
the leads page.
The leads, and then I need like, the sales page as well. Like, did we sell this client? Did we not sell this client? How much? I do want my head VA to be able to see what package we sold because it motivates him. You know what I mean? Because he gets commission.
Yeah.
So
okay.
And right now he can't see that.
Yeah.
But
okay.
I don't want him having access to like total financials.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Cool. Okay. Okay. I got it all written down. Good there. So all this is cool though.
Yeah. I'm down with everything right now. A huge favor or something I would like for you to add into your shift is Nido video. So like, let's use this renewal thing, for instance.
Yeah.
They go, what's up, Bryson here. I'm going to show you guys exactly how to walk through the renewal process. And you just walk through in the video exactly what it goes like. However, I need you to do it cleaned up, Bryson, and not like doing it and like, oh crap, this is like still messed up still. Like,
oh yeah.
Which is cool with me. I'm cool with that. Like I said, messy action. But just for like the SOPs, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, of course.
Coach needs to have like any of those things, like the renewal thing, and it'll probably take you just a couple minutes to knock that out once everything's finalized.
Yep.
And maybe put a tab in Notion, like exactly how you did the video for the work shift, essentially. So
yep.
Renewals or anything that you feel like is going to be critical for people to do. I haven't even watched that video, but that was pretty cool how that's up there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can actually watch it from here too. You don't even have to click on this. You can just.
All right, what's up?
Yeah, so pretty cool.
Yeah, we'll add that in as well to like client renewals or or like, hey, even when a client goes through their onboarding process, checking them off, sending them over to the master log or whatever.
Yep. No, that's part of the plan, dude. Got you back.
Sweet, dude. Yeah, I mean, that's everything for me. I'm glad we hopped on a call just to kind of get direction, see where we're at. I wanted to definitely, my biggest concern was getting those clients cleaned up because I was just confused.
Yeah, I'll get them in the next half hour for sure. Yep.
Sweet. And then once that's in there, I'll go in there and like look over, look at everything. So I was really excited to see that. But then when I saw that, I was like, let's definitely take care of that. So we'll finish button all this up, dude, and then start on the leads tracker. Hopefully it's not a huge project because you have that sheet as a reference. So
Yeah, it should be pretty quick. It's just a matter like making this. What you're seeing here is easy. It's just like connecting things. That's where it gets to be a pain in the butt. But yeah, no problem.
Sweet, dude. You need anything from me?
Right this very second, I don't think so. I'm sure I'll reach out as I start making it and just kind of get your feedback on things as I go. You know what I mean? So.
Sweet. Did any other coaches reach out to you, man? We were talking highly of you yesterday.
Oh, dude, Mina said that. Yeah, I appreciate that, dude. I feel like I'm almost like capped out right now. It's overwhelming, bro. Because I had a couple people reach out, and I'm just like, dude, I'll do my best, but yeah.
You know what you have to do when demand is high, right?
And just outsource, get a team going, or what?
For that, you raise your prices, bro.
Okay, hey, I'm $300 an hour, by the way.
I mean, not for your current client.
I'm just playing, dude.
But I mean, in all seriousness, like if you run out of time and you don't have employees at scale, like that's the next step, dude. Like the demand's there. Like I'm not saying raise it up to $100 an hour, but like,
yeah, no way. Yeah, Mina said that Brian did mention on the call that I am $30 an hour though. So I don't know if I can just be like,
he did. However, this is your gig, bro. Like hey, you know what? And this is as simple as this, Bryson. Dude, you know what? It was $30 an hour. However, I have too much work that I even know what to do with. So, like, this is what the new price is. And, like, it is what it is, bro. Like, so I just want to, give you some encouragement and coaching there from the business side of things.
Oh, I appreciate it. I need it, dude. You know, for sure.
I mean, that's the next step, bro. And then the next step after that is then, like, getting somebody, like, hiring somebody to, teach them exactly what you've done. But
yeah.
Step before that is 100% raise your prices, dude. So
yeah, I feel like it's tricky in this specific situation though, because Brian kind of got mad at me he got mad at me for actually asking that question in the group. I don't know if you remember that, like a week ago. I just said how many employees does everybody have, and how many clients or something like that. Got mad at me for asking that question, and I was like, I'm just trying to figure out where everybody's at. Like I've been working with all these different coaches, and he was like, you shouldn't be working with them if you need to be working for us and all this stuff. So I'm really confused. Like I've got
super weird, dude. Because he was literally telling people to reach out to you in the call yesterday. I'm very confused on that.
Yeah, I mean, I've got the text right here. I'm not making anything up. Like I truthfully feel like I'm walking on eggshells around him, dude. I don't know.
Like, are you like in a contract with him?
No, I didn't sign anything for pay. It was literally a phone call. So
yeah, that's really.
Like he called me. He's like, "How much you want to make?" And I'm like, $10,000 a month. He's like, "Well, we're doing hourly work here, so probably not going to have that, So I was like, okay, match what I make at work then." And he's like, "Okay, cool." So
yeah, and that's like, I mean, as you know, dude, our group is like, this is like the elite coaches, like of all time. Like people are making plenty of money,
Yeah, absolutely.
That is frustrating, dude. Yeah, I don't really like that's. Yeah, I don't really get that. That's kind of a weird relationship then.
Yeah, I think it's communication on the back end of his business, because he's like, we still haven't gotten these projects back from you. You shouldn't be taking more work. And I'm like, well, so-and-so put it on pause. Like I thought you talked to them,
Okay, so he's running a pretty bag of business, but all that stuff aside, dude, like that's still your next step in business. Like at the end of the day, you only have so much time, bro. Like you're in a fishing pond that like has the capability to pay you more, and if that's at the end of the day, it is what it is. Just
some words of wisdom right there, dude. I appreciate it.
Yeah, dude, I want to see you grow, man. So I appreciate you, dude. I want to see everybody grow that's around me. That's really all I care about. So
I appreciate it, dude. Yeah, I was talking with Mina for a sec, and we were just kind of brainstorming on ways for this to be, kind of my gig. And just, I'm just thinking, like, if I had everything from top to bottom, like all things sales, lead tracking, follow, like everything. There's one big system, like a big plug and play. And then I charge like an upkeep, like an upfront cost of whatever this is. And then a monthly upkeep with like phone call or Zoom calls, have give each coach a me for them for, the whole year or something like that. We were just brainstorming prices and stuff. And I was like, dude, this is a high ticket business right here, so.
Dude, 100%. Like this is, you found yourself in I'm like a little bitty fish in this pond. Like there's freaking monsters, bro. People doing $300K a month.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy, bro.
Yeah, I can't even wrap I mean, honestly, if I didn't do this, I just kept working a job, it would take me 6 years to make $300,000,
Yeah, dude, we have a coach in there that's doing $300K a month. She doesn't even do sales calls, bro.
Is it all sell by chat?
It's all sell by chat. It's like, what do you mean? Like, I don't know, dude. It
makes me laugh, dude. Like even thinking like I could charge like $5,000 for this, like top to bottom, like even saying that out loud, I'm like, like I can't even. That's stupid, dude.
Dude, so here's the thing, and this is very good for you. So where my business organization was at, if we would have hopped on a Zoom call when we started all this, and you showed me every bit of this, like for everything that I needed built top from bottom, you're like, go, I can plug the system into your entire business in a week. It's $5,000. I'd have paid you $5,000.
You're not bullshitting?
I swear, dude, 100%. Because this is huge. Because $5,000 is a drop in the bucket as far as like the next 10 years of having all this data organized.
Dude, that's what I was thinking. I was like, if somebody's making $50,000 a month, that's a percent of their yearly revenue.
100%, dude, like a freaking tiny percent. And coming from somebody who had disorganization on all the back end, that would be freaking huge for me, dude. It's like, I mean, you got to think, dude, the people that are in Brian's mentorship, like paying $20,000 to $50,000 just to be in there.
That's right. I forgot about that.
That's a $20,000 ticket just to get group coaching from Brian, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
is that for a year or is that for 6 months?
That's for a year, and then his VIP is $50K for 6 months. I mean, there's some freaking Like you're in the best position possible, in the best community possible. I mean, I'm not talking for like the whole Brian situation, but like you're in a very I don't know if you could get more of a high ticket position, bro.
Yeah, I'm in the right spot. Like as far as like the niche goes, like found everybody I'm trying to target, you know.
100% dude. So yeah, just keep doing what you're doing, man. And the cool part is too, you got a bunch of successful coaches around you too that I'm sure is talking to you about like stuff about this.
Oh yeah, it's so valuable. I don't want to do anything to be all scumbaggy, you know. Like I'm in this position now. Now like nobody gets direct access to all you guys making, you know, the stupid amounts that you're making just like that, and then doesn't work for the. I guess what I mean is like if I'm here because like Brian, I'm here to work for Brian. Like that's why I have access to you guys like this. I mean, I've worked for Mina before, but I just want to make sure I don't screw that up. But I also I would feel bad if I left. Like, hey, I have this opportunity because of Brian, and then it'd be like, oh no, never mind. You know what I mean? But then I'd be removed.
Yeah, that's a very smart thing, because at the end of the day, you're right. You wouldn't even have access to everybody if it wasn't for Brian.
Yeah. Well, if you go all the way back, technically it's not because of, it wouldn't be because of Shal, because I was in the CLA and I was like, hey, I can't afford this next payment. You know, can I skip a month? And then she's like, oh, we can make you a shadow coach. You can make some extra. And I'm like, cool. Then I got hired with Mina. So like I bought into the CLA. I still pay it actually because I'm still part of it, but yeah. So.
Yeah, you're on the right track, bro. This is cool, man. This is going to be a cool thing for many coaches to come, because if there's any coaches, I don't want to have a Google Sheet empire, and I know there's a lot of coaches that have that right now, and if that's what they want, cool, but like that.
Yeah. Oh, that guy that reached out yesterday. Sorry, dude, you got to go? I don't want to waste your time.
You're good, bro. I'm chill. I'm done for the day, bro.
Oh, I see you all posted up, so.
Yeah, I'm chilling, dude. I'm cooked.
Okay.
Good, bro.
What was I going to say? Some guy reached out yesterday. And he was like, hey, man, can you make me this spreadsheet? And like, no offense to anybody, but the thing he asked for, I was like, bro, that's a 5-minute project, you know? And so that's kind of like the drawback, because I want to do this stuff. And I'm like, this is just distractions at this point, because like, there's so many. So I'm like, hey, dude, you ever heard of Notion? And he's like, oh, yeah, a little bit. I'm like, dude, we got this whole system for Mina, Trey, and it was Kenny that messaged me. Or what, Scott? I don't know. I got it for Dawson, Trey, and Mina. Like, you ought to look into that, because we could, you know, he's like, cool, I'll get familiar. So I'm like, okay, cool. So like, let's get you on Notion, and then I'll help you out. You know what I mean? Like these small Google Sheet projects are just, I don't know if that's arrogant or not, dude. It's just, you know, if I charge even $100 an hour, if it takes me 15 minutes, you know, I don't know.
Well, I think here's the thing, dude, and this is like the selling point for you. Is like, you need to just lean into that, because essentially you're like becoming a master at building stuff in Notion. So like, if you had a freaking, hey, a coach hits you up, like, yo, can you make this Google Sheet for me? It's like, yeah, dude, I totally could. Like, is it cool if I show you something else that we've been building for all these other high-level coaches? They say, yeah, and you literally just do a demo on it. Like, obviously, you have our day, like you did with me, and you didn't show all this financials and stuff, but like,
yeah,
yo, that's what we got built out, dude. Would you like something like this in your business? Would you like for everything to be in this central hub? I could sell this to anybody, bro.
You're going to be my sales rep, all right?
Yeah, bro. Like if you just go through it and you're legitimately like, because if you go through this with anybody, like when you have it all built out, if you go through this with any coach and say, man, would you like for your entire team and yourself to be able to see your full financials, all your leads, all your sales, all your renewals, get, you know, notifications when your renewals are running out? Would you want that to be all in one hub? Dude, not a single one of them is going to say no, bro. If they do, they're freaking lying.
Yeah.
And it's like when you say that, when you frame it like that, of course they're going to be like, heck yeah, I want that.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have the problem, you have the solution.
Yeah.
And you get,
hey, you're my sales rep, dude. Just hired. Welcome to the team.
So.
Oh, that's cool, dude. It gets me excited, dude. I mean, it's easier said than done for sure, but I just got to get this nailed. You know, I don't even have a solution yet. I've got some solution. Got me thinking though, like I could even like not dumb it down, but like simplify all of this for like a coach that's like 10 grand a month, you know, for like the 10K mastermind people.
You could literally have an MDM one, a 10K mastermind, and a CLA one.
Dude, where my mind goes, this is how my brain works, dude. Like if I did that, it's like, okay, if they're on the 10K one and they want to upgrade to the MDM one, like transferring all that data. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Unless you just made some columns and stuff hidden on the high level.
Yeah.
You just unhid it, right? Like,
well, I don't even know how to price that, because it would have to be, like I can't just. I mean, I can. I feel like that's unethical, but like when I'm on the phone with a 10K person, oh, it's 1,000. But if I'm on the phone with an MDM person, like that's unethical.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with that, and that always leads to everything. I'll give you a good example of that, dude. So, my landlord has been the best landlord ever, bro, ever. And I talked to Brian about, man, like when should I let him know, about closing? And he's like, dude, 12 weeks out. And dude, God is convicting my heart so big. He's like, dude, this dude is you've trained his son to get to college sports. He's done nothing but help you for years now. He's like, don't be a dickhead, Trey. Like.
Yeah.
Give him a call this week, bro. Like, and is Brian right from a business perspective? Sure. However, there is different like convictions and ethics to yourself that always trumps everything, dude. Like, always.
I don't know. I don't even know how I would divvy all this up to make it ethical to sell it for a lower price point. Just like remove certain features. I don't know.
I think the coolest thing though is like I wouldn't even worry about that right now. Like you want the big fish, bro. You got the big fish.
Yeah. Well, shit. I got Dawson. I guess he's VIP as well. So
Dawson's a stud. Yeah, they're freaking. Mina's a stud, dude. Like they're. It's you got all the big fish, bro.
Man, dude, what I need to do is I need to find all the Bryans and then go to find out how to get to their top level coaches. Like I just go to their followers. That's it's not a winning strategy, but they'd be there. And so I need, because Zach Colburn, is that his name? Colburn? You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
He has his own thing. It's like the PT incubator or something like that. And so I just got to find people like them, find their pools of you guys, and then shit, dude.
Will Nelson's another really high level online coach that coaches online coaches. Will Nelson's his name. He's a super dope dude.
Will Nelson.
He'd be a dude that's another thing you present to those guys. Like, hey man, I got this system I built out that we could plug into all your coaches, and they could upsell their program. God, this thing could go freaking bonkers, bro. Like,
dude, I'm thinking about that. I just got to price it accordingly. I'm not trying to like 50 grand. I'm like, I would never, but.
Well, here's the thing, though, right? It's like you can always go up later. Like you're always gonna
Yeah.
Like, at the end of the day, you can always go up when the demand goes up. It's kind of like I was saying your hourly rate. Like at the end of the day, bro, like if you don't have the time anymore, and it's like you have the demand, it's like that's just business. It's like stuff
Well, to be honest, dude, every time I told you, Mina, and Trey, you, Mina, Dawson. Like that 30 an hour rate, and none of you were like, oh, it was like, oh, cool, And when you said that, I was like, all right, lesson learned,
Bro, it happens. I made a sale the other day. Like my stuff's priced mid-ticket stuff because I don't touch anything after I sell it. But dude, I literally got on a call with somebody the other day. Her husband is a business consultant, and he literally all he does is buy and sell like $1 million businesses. She legitimately told me after I sent her the $1,500 payment link. She's like, yeah, my husband's the person to call, like, whenever you scale this business to the moon, like, he'll just pay you cash for it. I was like, oh, okay, well, if I'd known, like, beforehand, it would have been a $5,000.
Yeah.
That's always going to happen.
That's a typo, my bad. It's $5,000. Sorry, I'm saying the wrong thing.
It's like, that's always going to happen, dude. But no, 100%, dude, like, $30 an hour to anybody in the MDM is absolutely nothing.
Yeah, dude, I mean, I don't know any different. That's my job, that whole resignation thing with my current job for the government. It's $31.28 an hour. I've never made more than that hourly in my life, like consistent. I used to be a FedEx driver, and technically that was like I could get up to 40s, but yeah. So this is the highest. So yeah, I don't know. System programs you to make you feel like you're worth so little,
Well, that's what I mean. This is kind of psychotic too. Like sit back and think about it. I mean, yeah, $30 like. Yeah, it's like to you, it's like that's a lot of money, but like in this group, like so, dude. Even Brian literally even said on the call. I don't know if Mina told you this. He said, "Yeah, dude, it's only $30 an hour, super cheap."
What the hell, dude?
Like words, bro. And it's like, but at the end of the day, like it really is for like the stuff that we're gonna get from it. And the thing is though, that's dicey about that, honestly, Bryson, is like a lot of coaches in the MDM, their entire business is ran off like Philippine VAs, and they're like $4 an hour. So, like, you have both sides to the coin. You have people kind of on both sides that are crushing it, just using a bunch of VAs, and then others just like, yeah, $30 an hour to build out a system, sick. But, like, dude, the only thing you got to worry about is, like, getting this skeleton built out and then your presentation.
Yeah, the whole demo and stuff.
Because then you can practice on me, Nina. Like I'll freaking role play with you, bro.
Okay.
I won't let you close me, dude. I'll be like, nah.
Cool. I don't need your money. Okay. Cool, dude. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I love talking about this stuff. I don't really have many friends or family that really have any clue about any of this, and that's no disrespect to them. So anytime I get the chance to talk about this stuff, dude, I'm all for it.
Yeah, no, you're surrounded by killers, bro. So yeah, if there's anything, I know everybody else is the same. If there's anything I can do for you, let me know, dude. Seriously.
Okay, man. Well, yeah. Anytime you want to talk about this stuff, dude. Yeah, absolutely.
100%.
My mind's racing, dude. I have a whole sheet. Am I still sharing my screen? Sure am, huh? Here, I've got this whole sheet I've been making as I come up with different things. So this is like all the different variables of coaching. So like people sometimes check in weekly, month, whatever. Got all the different structure and logic. So all the things that I would offer, things I can make it so it doesn't break, personalization, the tiny little details, the offer itself, the guarantee, questionnaire for getting things set up, social media marketing. Yeah. So I just been, every time I come up with something, I'll just write it down. So later on I can come back and actually like execute on this stuff, So
yeah, I don't know, because that's another thing we're gonna get. This is kind of down the line for me, but like I want a whole social media sheet, like where I can have a VA go in there and be like, literally this month you gained this many followers, you lost this many followers, you got this many views. Literally just go pull all the data from Instagram.
Yeah.
And so I can just go in there and see like month to month, dude, like how many sales did we have when we were getting, right now I think my account's like 1.5 million views for the month. It's like what was our sales? Because at the end of the day, views is a vanity metric. It really, freaking Mina's account's way smaller than mine. He's crushing me financially. It's like,
yeah. I think his niche is so specific though. So good for him.
I don't even know his niche, honestly. He seems like a super dope dude. So.
Well, I'll tell you this. So your client names, it's like Bob, John, Craig. His is like Nardine, Yusuf. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fair enough, bro.
So there's not a single person in there that's John Doe. So yeah, he's got it down. Like when there was Lent going on. Like, dude, he was booming, dude. I was like, I know your niche, bro.
Let's go, dude.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, good for him, though.
Heck yeah, that's sick, bro. Like I said, it's all we're always trying to get better, bro. That's it.
Yeah. So that call with Brian, that should be a podcast, right?
No, I don't think, not the MDM calls. Pretty much every other call he does.
Oh, yes. Man. Yeah, I was waiting for that to be uploaded today because I was like, I gotta hear what he said. What'd you say?
He keeps those private. I'll tell you exactly what he said. He's like, yo, we got a guy in the MDM, Bryson, dude. Like, hit him up. He's super cheap, dude, and just tell him what you need. That was his exact words, bro. Exact verbatim. Like, but yo, dude, don't beat yourself up by that because like this is such a dope opportunity either way.
Yeah. No,
this is like, look at this, bro. It's just like paying your dues.
Paying my dues, yeah.
Paying your dues, bro, because like at the end of the day, dude, this is nuts. It really is nuts to think like in the normal world, like $30 an hour is pocket change for somebody to literally pay me. It's like in the normal world, that is freaking crazy to hear.
Yeah,
this is not a normal world we're in right now.
Well, yeah, I mean, no disrespect to my family, but some of them are 20 years older than me, and we are like working the same exact job, making this pretty much the same exact money. And to think about them being 20 years down the line than I am, but we're making the same, I don't know, dude. It's just, and then to think about all this, like I could make a sale, hypothetically speaking, I could make a sale tonight, $5,000. Like there's a whole month of salary that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, dude.
I feel like I'm really close, dude. This is pretty cool. I did fitness coaching for a minute. I had a couple sales calls, and that felt cool. But then now I'm thinking about this. I'm just like, I'm so close, I'm so close. So it's a cool feeling for sure.
I'm not even kidding. You get this up and running, you want somebody to sell this for you, I'll sell.
Okay, cool, man.
Yeah, I'm dead serious. I could sell the heck out of this, bro. Like to a coach, dude. You put me, man. I could sell the heck out of this, bro. I would definitely gather up some commission from selling this system to somebody. No.
Yeah. How would you go about finding, like, if you didn't have an, PT Dom MDM, like, where would you even? How would you find you as a consumer of this?
Oh, dude, I have no freaking clue, bro.
I think that's going to be the problem, or not the problem. That's just going to be the mystery to solve. Because right now I got it made. Like, I'm in a group full of you, you know? So
yeah, I think the biggest it would be, like you said, finding the top coaches in the industry and just reaching out to them and presenting it to them, and not even selling them on it, being like, yo, this is literally going to help so many of your coaches. And then you got to use testimonials, right? Like, you see all the testimonials, like Brian every day on his story. Like last night, he's like, yo, share some wins with me, right? Share some, like, I would be 100% down. You got this all built out and be like, yo, before Bryson built this for me, dude, I was stressed out. I didn't know where I was at in my business. Like, it was freaking all over the place because I suck at systems. And like, he came in and put this into my business, and now I can sleep at night because like I actually know the numbers of my business, and that's not a lot, bro. Like, straight up, like I'm just like freaking. I just roll with it, bro. I just work hard every day and have fun. And
yeah,
yeah. So like, that's the thing. It's like when somebody else hears that's exactly like me, they're gonna be like, crap, dude, I need that $5,000 ticket too.
Dude, if like, play this out. So like, let's say it's all made out. You bought this and you went to the group and you said, hey, I have this. Do you think it would be likely that everyone's like, oh, can you send it to me? Or do you think they'd be like, oh, can you hook me up with this guy so I can, I mean, they wouldn't say this, but like, can you hook me up so I can buy it? You know what I mean? Because it's not, you can't just transfer this stuff.
I mean, you would definitely do it where you couldn't, because at the end of the day, the way that, like, honestly, dude, the MDM, we all like, we share everything.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, that's what Mina said. He says no gatekeeping. So that's great. But also, like, for this, like, I need it to not be shareable. And it's not. It's actually a pain in the ass to share. So it is shareable, but it is so hard to.
Yeah, but I would just freaking make it like that, bro. It's your business.
Mm-hmm. Intentionally make it a puzzle.
Yeah, dude. That's the game, because it's just going to, yeah, at the end of the day, dude, I think you're on the right track. Like I said, definitely, dude, view this time as like paying your dues, though, bro. Because, like, you're still getting payment from your government job. You're also, because it's technically you're making $60-some an hour, right? Technically, right now. Yeah,
I mean, if you like average or not average, if you total everything up, I think total it's like $11,000 a month, which I've never had in my life. That's crazy, dude. So,
bro. So like, don't get so wrapped up in like be freaking grateful for that, bro. Like that's.
Oh, I'm so great. Yeah, 100%.
I just know how easy it is. You start hearing this, you're like, crap. They're saying this is super cheap. F my life.
Yeah, it does. It messes with your head for sure. I'm not gonna say it doesn't.
You gotta like exactly, and I know it does. So you gotta like. Well, set that to the side, bro.
Well, if Brian didn't say, yeah, it's not that expensive. He said, oh, he's cheap. You know, like
he actually said,
yeah, dude.
Straight up. Brian also makes like $1 million a month though. So like.
Yeah. Well, yeah. There's that. I mean. Shit, if I were to hire somebody to do something, $30 an hour, it's like, I can't afford that. You know what I mean? So I get it.
That's the other people. Like, Brian, legitimately, like PT Dom does like $1 million a month, bro. Like, so, $30 an hour to me is like, I wouldn't say that's super cheap for like something I need, but it's like, I didn't bat an eye. I'm like, okay, cool, bro. Like, here's $32.
Yeah.
I paid you $32 an hour. I was like, here's 32.
Yeah. Hey, speaking of all this real quick, if you don't mind, like, I would like your opinion. So if I were to sell this, like top to bottom, as a startup, like here's everything, and then you need somebody to maintain it, and then a monthly. So startup $5,000, I don't know, and then monthly $500, I don't know. What do you think of that whole model?
I think the initial like bolt-on thing is really, really great. I think the maintenance upkeep, I can't really answer that because I don't know I don't really know what that would look like. You know what I'm saying? I think you got your mind in the right place though, because you want something up front and some type of recurring revenue.
Yeah, just like Zoom calls, like weekly calls, like, hey, if you need some help, some clarification, train your team, update some stuff, personalize some other stuff. You know, if you have a different system, I can make a thing for you. I don't know, something like that. I was just brainstorming.
Are you familiar with AR funnels?
Say that again.
Are you familiar with AR funnels?
Yeah, actually, Mina had a horrible experience. He said they're just a rip off of Go High Level.
Yeah, so they white label Go High Level. I don't have AR funnels, but like, you know, essentially they sign people up, get them on their system, and then they do like group calls all the time and stuff like that. So like, if I was you, that's what I would lean into. I wouldn't be doing one-on-one upkeep. It would be like just a weekly group call where you could get on and answer anybody's questions for an hour. That way it doesn't take much of your time, and it could be a lower ticket price for people.
Okay, and is that a monthly recurring, or is that just part of the deal?
I would make it part of the system. So like $5,000. I don't really know what price point to put that at, but it's one of those things that I would start cheaper, dude. Like if you look at my system, dude, I got a couple clients paying like $95 to $6 a month. Like, I'm not like, if somebody's been with me for 3 years, bro, I'm rocking with them, dude. I'm not gonna be like, yo, the price is $300 now. So like,
Yeah.
it's not like, I'm grateful this mug's let me coach him for 3 freaking years.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
So, and that's the way that I view things, dude. It's like, if you start out too cheap, well, like, then just the new clients you bring on, you upcharge them, because that's just the way I see things. And I always respect and take care of people, bro, that believed in me and trusted me from the beginning, which is the people who were playing lower ticket stuff. So, like, to me, that means more than me than any dollar amount. It's like, yo, this freaking person believed in me before, like, I was really anything. And it's like, just for that simple fact alone, like, I'm going to freaking honor their prices, and like, because I'm just grateful for that,
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome, dude. That's way cool.
And then you can just upcharge the piss out of everybody else. So
There we go.
simple as that.
Oh, damn, dude. Okay. I was going to ask you something else, totally forgot, but oh well.
Sick, bro. Well, awesome, dude. I enjoyed this chat, man. This was fun.
Dude, me too. Thank you so much.
This is dope, dude. So if you need anything, like I said, reach out. I'm excited to see our progress by the end of the week this week.
Yeah. When do you want to schedule another call, or do you want to just play it by ear?
I guess we can play it by. I don't know where you're going to be at Friday. Like, my plan was like do something Friday evening. However, if you're just like in the middle of the project, you don't really need anything from me, then I guess there's no reason. So if you just want to shoot me a text, I'll kind of have it tentatively like Friday evening. But if you don't, if you're like just cranking away on the lead thing, like, then we'll just keep cranking away.
Okay, cool. Do you is everything, like, the speed of everything cool right now?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I'm cool. Like,
I'm so hard on myself, bro. I'm like, shit, bro, he's gonna fire me. Like, I'm just taking forever. I'm so hard on myself, dude. It's ridiculous. But
I'll be straight up with you, bro. Like, I don't really know what like this stuff takes time wise, and like at the end of the day, it's like all I can do is take your word for it that you're a good human and you're doing what you say you're doing. I mean, I can sit here all day and be like, dude, this should be done in like. I'm just not one of those dickheads. It's like I don't know what this takes. I would be lying to you if I said I knew exactly how long this stuff took, and I'm just taking your word that you're a good human, ethical human being, and you're working as hard on it as you can. So I really don't have a better answer for you than that.
Oh, okay, cool, man. I just get in my head. I'm like, dude, I haven't done anything for Trey. It seems like I just but I'm working on the stuff. It's just like, I think the problem for me is like, I'll make something and it's perfect and it's good, and then I learn something new, and I'm like, I can't know that knowing that he's not getting the best. So like, now I got to remake it. It's going to take another day. You know what I mean? So I'm like, shit, I'm taking forever. So
yeah, as long as you're working on it, man, we're moving the needle forward. I'm good. So
cool, cool, man. That's good.
Sweet, dude.
100 pounds off my back,
bro, and hit the sack, brother.
Cool, man. Well, hey, thanks so much, dude. I really appreciate it. This is cool.
Absolutely, brother. Just hit me up if you need me, all right?
Cool, will do.
Peace.
See you later. Dude, what a good person. I said it from the start. He's a good dude. All right, I'll probably talk about this earlier in the show. Peace.